I foresee this command being used a lot. So that's going all good. And we shall switch to here. And where's the webcam one? Let's get my ugly face in. There we go. Yes, hello you. It's time for you to come say hello to everyone. Come for cuddles with Dada. Oh, big yawn, wasn't that? Oh, pouty face. I know you don't like being wriggled about. Absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Jenny. So, this guy's little Aloy. She's a bit sleepy at the moment, so it's just going to be sort of this bit, and if she wakes up, maybe a bit of a hello later. I'm trying to get it so that her face. There we go. There we go, little Bubba. Oh, here we go. Yeah? She's absolutely zonked after. Thank you for the 5 bits, by the way, Janet, and thank you for the 25 bits there, Kaiseri. Hello, Lazy, as well. Wifey's in the chat. She's downstairs. She might be getting a bit of a nap later. She actually does surprisingly well with voice. I've turned the alerts down. I don't have the alerts tab on this scene. When we go to the Mysticraft tab, she'll be on it. But for right now, got little Bubbahdorius and we've got little feet. Yeah, so I'm gonna put her. Make sure I'm stepping over the cables. The last thing I want to do is have a nasty trip, do I? Right, now I can trip because you're all safe and sound in there. Oh. There we go. Let's get you your blanket as well. Let's sort of cuddle that in round you. If she wasn't any good with sound, other than talking, I'd have had it going through the headphones and would have had one ear on. But she's just hearing this little wobble bit here, the bit that's wobbling. Here we go. Oh. I may have to hop away at some point to take her downstairs. But she's absolutely fine with sounds. I tested the alert to see what sound they were on, and they were quite loud. And that didn't disturb her at all. Exactly. That's what we've been doing, Kai. We've got her used to sleeping in noisy environments. I'm speaking a bit softer than usual just so that she doesn't get... There we go, let's lower the music down a bit. I just put the TV up to 20, there we go. So if I do that and then I can keep an eye on her. I would swizzle her so that you guys could see her, but I don't know if that would really work. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, because I can always hear her and I keep flicking my eyes at that screen anyway. Let's take the controller out of it, otherwise that's going to fall on the floor and horrible loud noise, and that will wake you up. But, oh, big yawns. Very big yawns. There we go, we can see her. What would happen if I moved the webcam? What would happen if I moved the webcam from there, moved it back a bit? Sorry, it's very disconcerting, this. Moved it up on top of there. Oh, let's not pivot the... Let's put it in the center of the monitor. There we go. Little Bubba cam. There we go. And I can see you from here anyway, can't I? Let's just fluff that, turn you into a little Sith Lord. Join the dark side of the Force. Whee! Thank you for the bits again there, Jenny. Let me pull that up. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Mysticraft streaming. I am just going to change that to be up. What am I covering up there? Just effects. Nothing else. Good. Because when I bring that up, that covers where the webcam was. So all of the bits should go through. Let's see how the sound... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. There we go. See how that goes with her. Yeah, are you okay with that one? Oh, she doesn't care. We are on Mysticraft, we are. We are indeed. But this is going to be her first little Minecraft stream. I've still got the inventory from when I pranked you. Because that was... I had to end that stream off and then it was just like, right. Yes. Are those... Yeah, they are mine. So, what I want to be doing is making a bit of progress if possible on up the top. Doing some stuff on the mineage. On the ruinage even. Wee. So how do the alerts come through for you guys? Are they still good in terms of sound? So glad I waited to leave my home until I could record. Why can I see... Oh, right, yeah. I was like, why can I see air through there? But that is intentional. I do want a slab there, though. So, yeah, like that. Jeepers! Still shocks me, so that's the main thing. Do you like Rick Astley? Yeah? There we go. I can just ping it a little bit. It's fantastic, this little thing. It's just a bit of metal that sort of goes out, along, and then curves back. And... when she gets agitated and moves, it rocks and calms her down. Janny is an Enderman, yes, because I've got sort of like an Ender theme with my ranks and whatnot. I've called people that subscribe... I did not mean to close that. That's... Come back, Phantom Bot. There we go. Heyo. Streaming rips, so if you wish to see Bubbahdorius live, feel free to hop in. Live, not live. This is live, not live. There we go. But I figured this will be good for her because it gets her used to this, and hopefully she'll want to take part in this a bit more. Alerts are alright as long as they're good for Aloy. They are fantastic for her. Worst case scenario, as I said, I'll run it through the speakers and the headphones, and what I'll do is I'll do that, one ear completely covered so I'll be able to hear her. If she gets restless, I can see her moving. I'm keeping sort of flitting my eyes to her now. Oh, pardon me, now and again. No, this is what I was going to do, wasn't it? This was the last thing I did. It wasn't pranking. So we've got this here. So I need to work on this. So if we start making that a bit neater, it's going to be some bits where it's going to fall through the floor, possibly. Or have I cleared out that bit now? I don't know. But anyway, how have you guys been? Hope you've been wonderfully busy with fun things. Gaming already. Exactly. I've got to get hooked at a young age. If I don't, how am I supposed... You expect me to parent? No. That's what games are for. I'm kidding, of course. She's been a right little darling. As you can see, she is so chill. Like, she just doesn't particularly care. But no, that's all good. I need to make a Bubbahdorius emote. I need to make a Bubbahdorius emote. That's what I need as one of my emotes. Because I've got Daisy as the basic emote, then I've got a Zenyatta emote. And I couldn't think, it's a Bubbahdorius. It's an FCD. Hello. Oh, is that a little cough? Is that a little cough, Bubba? You know I'm right here, so if you need me, Bubba, I can quickly hop off the server and take a stream break. If you need feeding, I can rush you down to Bubbahdorius, to Bethby, who is hopefully going to be getting a nice little nap. Have you recovered everything, FCD, from your debacle? More importantly, it's an Aloy Bubbahdorius, indeed. If you guys want to do an exclamation mark Aloy, I know a few of you have, but it will give you all of the statistics for when she was born, so date, time, weight, length, you know, all the important bits. And it also has her full name, Aloy Azeria Violet Powell, for the most part. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, she is just so wonderfully chill. I'm going to move the mic up like that. I feel like it's getting a lot of popping on certain phrases, certain syllables even. And I feel like that's a bit better. So if I'm going to be doing a solid bit of stone brick, that wants to come out like that. And then that goes up there. And then like that. That's where it will change. Not quite like that. Stone brick. That would be there. There. Tablet, you made me jump. Not meant to do that, tablet. Oh dear. I have no idea how wifey did it, in all honesty. Like, do me a favour, could you move your mic away from your mouth in a bit? And you figured it out yourself. Yep. It's because I'd moved it when I was going near her, because I didn't want to like poke her with it, and then yeah. I always forget to do that. I always like to have it up here next to my eye, because then I know that it's not getting any of the sort of I mean, even then it's probably, I need to look into getting a proper microphone, but first on order is replacing my mouse. That is first on order. You okay, Bubba? Don't you worry. Don't you worry your little cotton socks. Okay? I am right here. Oh, she has been absolutely fantastic. The only thing she's a bit shouty with is when she's having her nappy changed, but that's understandable. You know, babies don't really like being exposed. Okay. Oh, is that a bit? Is that falling a bit on you? Yeah. Do you want it like that? Yeah. Let's pull this up and around so that there we go. Oh. There we go. She's just wobbling it on her own. You can see every time it moves, that's her sort of fidgeting or moving in her sleep. Fair enough. Hello, that is my sister-in-law. She has been fantastic throughout this. She was there with Beth and myself. She was sort of handing over different bits and bobs to keep Beth going and just keep her calm. It's just fantastic. Like, oh, I would have been a wreck without her guidance, in all honesty. It was nice to have somebody that sort of knew what they were doing. It's the cyborg. Hang on, is that the only? That's the. Let me quickly open up a new tab. I had searched it up earlier. Let me go to history. Would it be under the 2 tabs? There it is. Oh, that is. I'm just going to post it in the chat. That is the mouse that I'm going for. It's pretty much well, I say pretty much. It is the exact same make model. Well, it's a slightly different model mouse to the one I've got at the moment. I had the Rat 7, but that I haven't found in production anywhere. So if I search Cyborg Rat 7,
and go shopping. Like the prices are way, yes, it's like £95 to get this mouse again. Rat 5 is 67, but you know, it's a more affordable one. But I just love the shape of it. It just fits my hand so nicely, and it's lasted me 7 years. So if I have to spend another £100 on it, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Obviously, with Bubbah, obviously it would be delayed until things are sorted. With, you know, her, it would be as and when I have excess, or well, I say as and when we have excess. So it's a backseat, but it's just a sort of thing of the next thing that's getting done is the mouse, because the functionality aspects of things. But I've got spare mice, so it's not urgent. It's just a comfort thing, really, because it's nice having push to talk. There we go. Right, so that is all sorted on that front. So now I need to start working on the design work. What I want to do, I think, is I want to remove, if I leave this one here, and on each one of these, every time there's an upward pillar, if I pull it in like this, so there should be another upward pillar over here. Let's pull that in. Pull that in like that. So that'll be there. So for that bit I'll hold off. Probably should eat. But it's, you know, I just love their mice. I got one because I thought it looked cool. And they're fully customizable. It's really awesome. It comes with this little kit. You can change it from being right-handed to left-handed. It's got buttons to easily change the sensitivity of the mouse, which is wonderful while playing Overwatch or other games that, you know, need it. You know, so for example, if I push the mouse now, you can sort of see, like, I've changed it up to full sensitivity, then a step down, then that's a step down, and that's, you can see like how far I'm having to move it. And it just makes it so much nicer that, so for example, you're scoping as Widow and you want to be able to move the mouse a bit quicker, so you flick the button up so you're scoping and it's like you're able to move a bit quicker. It just flows things better. But no. Do I want to have one that pulls it? I think going all the way over there is a bit of a stretch. So if we pull it like this, and then I do this. Oh, jeepers! Ooh. Oh, Bubbah. Oh, Bubbah, I am sorry. That made me jump, didn't it? And it then made you jump. Or did you just make a noise? She seems not to care. I mean, her Uncle Ian, who was over earlier, he did a big hefty sneeze and she sort of just went, ugh. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, she's just zonked. She is out like a light. It's UK Amazon, but if you just search Cyborg Rat and then just have a browse, the company is Mad Cats with a Z, so Mad Cats. I'm surprised the Phantoms were here because I slept. Oh no, I slept before, not before the stream. So let's hop down to there. So if we pull that this way. There we go. So that's there. It's nice to have some undead horses here as well. It actually really fits the aesthetic and sort of feel that I'm going for. They're a lot rarer now. They were really common for a while, weren't they? And then they really nerfed the spawn rate of those. But it does take a bit of getting used. Also, I prefer weightier mice. And it's got a little bit that unscrews at the back here that you can unscrew here, and there's weights inside, so if you can change the weight of the mouse. That was the Rat 7 and I really liked how that came through with it. I really enjoyed the utility and the usability of it. So there's none here. I'm gonna say that there'll be one here, so on the diagonals. I feel like that makes more sense. So on the very corners here, where it's where it's a 2, or where it's a 1, it would pull in like that. Yeah, I mean, the durability. I have not been gentle with my mouse. It has had to be repaired with a bit of mastic and hot glue gun because the edge got caught on it and broke. But it's all that was the casing. I mean, the wires on it have now sort of worn, and those 2 buttons aren't the greatest because they did get yanked on. You know, it's to be expected. Should I pull that in cornerwise? Yeah, let's pull that in cornerwise. And, you know, it's survived 7 years of not really. I haven't been that good with it, and I feel a bit bad for that. It could have been dealt with better. I don't want it better. I don't have a shovel on me, do I? Oh yeah, I got rid of the haste, didn't I? Because I disliked shredding everything and then being like, ah, bugger. So that's the reason I'm willing to go back to the brand, is that they're very durable. There we go. And let's just go and double check on this side. Did I pull that in on there? I feel like I didn't. I just want to make sure that they're all symmetrical and lined up. Darn it. I swear, I know how to Minecraft. I can Minecraft, I promise. I promise. Light the beacons! Yes, I did. Fantastic. What I'll do is, I won't pester her with making her be sort of picked up and put down and picked up and put down. So sort of every now and again I'll just bring her up to the camera, switch over to webcam, and then everyone gets a chance to sort of meet and greet with her. But it also means that, you know, she's getting allowed to have her rest, allowed to have her beauty time. Not that she needs it, because as the command says, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Aren't you, Bubbah? Aren't you? There we go. So I think that's a pretty good foundation. So what I want to then do is we will have this bit as slabs. For the first bit, I need to get some grass blocks. Actually, fair. Hello, Appler, yeah. And thank you very much. If you want to know any of the information, it's just exclamation mark Aloy, A-L-O-Y, for the stats on her birth. But yeah, I'm so proud of Beth as well. She did so well. She didn't have an epidural, so she did the birth without an epidural. She ended up having, because she wanted to avoid a lot of the things to do with an epidural, and she ended up having to basically have one anyway, because without going into detail, she tore and she had to go to surgery to be stitched back together, which is why I'm letting her have sort of bed rest and taking care of Aloy. I was in and out of bed, sort of like a Jack in the Box, sort of just hopping in and out, grabbing Aloy to sort of putting her in her cot, and getting up, changing her diaper or whatnot, changing her nappy, bringing her over to Beth if she needed a feed, all these different bits and bobs, just doing it as and when was needed. So I know obviously these are supposed to be ruins, but the way I do it is I build it up and then I ruin it, except for the walls. The walls, it's easier to ruin it as it's going. I've got like a foundation design in my head, so rather than just build the whole wall up and then tear it down, and because it's awkwardly placed and it would be just annoying and complex to do that. There we go. Let's just grab all that I can of that. Let's chuck away that. Grab that. What else have I got on me that I could chuck? Now if I just go in here. Haha. Is that where I put them? I've got let me axe you a few things. I will axe you a few things over the 11 spruce log. That way what we can do is go stone brick slab. If I dunk in the cobble, I'm not going to use the cobble for now. I'll take one of the stacks of cobble so that the inventory is there. Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. But I am, as I was saying, I'm so proud of Beth because she just did so well. She was an absolute trooper. She did pass out once during the pregnancy. During the labour, but she came to relatively quickly. You okay, Bubba? Saw the fidget. I saw the fidget. But yeah, I would have tapped out and been like, get me an epidural, because they did come in and offer her, and she was like, she was saying yes, I'll have it, and then I ran her through the sheet going over the pros and cons, but she pretty much knew it anyway, but I just wanted to go over it again with her, and bearing in mind she's been in labour for sort of 6-7 hours at this point, so she's not really what you'd call lucid. She is not with it that well, and she was like, okay, go for it. And then we were running through what she'd need to do, and it was like, you'll need to sit still for like 15 minutes. She was like, I'm getting contractions every 2-3 minutes, if that, you know, and they're excruciating, and I'm being told not to push because not dilated enough. I can't sit still for that long. I mean, she wasn't saying it in that much detail, but I knew what she was trying to say. It was, I can't physically sit still for 15 minutes while you shove a needle into my spine. But then she ended up having to have it done anyway when she went into theatre, because she needed the spinal tap to make sure that she was, while they stitched her back together. So fun. Childbirth is messy. Wonderfully adorable, and I'm so happy with the results, but I didn't really have to do anything. That's why I'm taking on the brunt now with doing as much of the nappy changing and, you know, getting her to and from Beth and looking after her in the night. I'm trying to take as much of that as I can because it's my job to step up now. I'm on first munch key and they basically went off before they cut me off. Yeah. That's the problem with them as well. If they put in nothing the second one, I mean nothing like IV fart. Ooh. Because Wifey's waters had broken, but Aloy wasn't going in. She wasn't going into labour. She wasn't moving. They put her on a hormone drip, which basically it kind of tricks the body and it's like, hey, labour time. But the problem with that is it can make it be quite aggressive, and it increases the amount of pain, in being induced. So it's just, I have no idea how she and many other women do it. I'm so just like thankful that she was as strong as she was. That's a skeleton. I saw movement. I was like, creeper. Really? Have I used those up already? Whee! Hey! I love it. If you fly into the bed, you sink through it. Don't think the pain is any different having done it both ways. Yeah. I'd have just been like, yeah, C-section it. Do it. Just cut them out of me. I'm not going through it. Hello, Janny. I see you there. What? You almost snuck that past me. I don't need that many. Let's do that and see what happens there. There we go, that's good. I shall pretend we did not see that. Yeah, C-section for recovery, so boo. That's why wifey didn't go for it. She didn't want to have to be stuck on bed rest. Guess what she is? Stuck on bed rest. Oh no, I am more than happy to pick up the not slack. That's the wrong word. It's not slack. She's not slacking, but I'm more than happy to pick up the reins. To take the reins here and let her. You know, she's been taking the reins for the last 9 months in dealing with looking after her throughout this pregnancy, and you know, not having any or certain foods and energy drinks because she's been craving an energy drink for the 9 months. She still can't have one because of it'll go into the breast milk. So it's just restriction after restriction. But she's an excellent mum. She's a fantastic mum. How you doing, little Bubba? You are just sulked, aren't you? Are you wanting a feed? Hey, let me see your face. You wanting a feed, little Bubba? Can I grab my hand? Hey. Oh, you are gorgeous. Oh. There we go. And then this is the last bit there. So there we go, that's the top bit done. I wouldn't mind getting some podzol. I wonder if there's any shops. Though I think I am relatively skint when it comes to money, 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 money. Ooh. Keep my eyes away from what Janny's working on. Oh, expert flying, look at that. Didn't even hit anything. Professional. Look at that, I have a shulker box. Isn't that useful? Let's just dunk all of this stuff in. So I've got the work kit in there. Everything except a stack of that. That's fine. Have I really? Oh no, all the food's in there, isn't it? I want to look at my diamond supply. Oh dear. Oh. You have 12 boxes of it down here. Oh, food. Or oh, of the end set, yeah. Fireworks, torch. Just in case. I don't have anything in there, do I? Darn it. No, I do not. I've got... Oh, there's my diamonds. Let's have a look in these, just make sure. Where's a zombie head? More diamonds. And a buttload of fish. Fantastic. Well, I can go back in here. Or do you mean Podzol? Because it would be down here if it was anywhere. Soul sand. Did you just fart, Bubba? Oh, you getting agitated? Is it you wanting a feed? Let's see. You wanting a feed? No? Maybe. Let's turn you to face me, little Bubba. Now, let's get you out. Let's get you out a sec. I need to grab on there, don't I? Because otherwise I'm just going to fold your legs upwards, aren't I? Let me just quickly disconnect on there. Let's switch this to webcam. Girls do not fart. She might be needing a feed. Let me take her blanket away. And let's give her a quick pickup. If needs be, I can just disconnect. Oh. Now she's a bit more active. I can just bring her over here. Oh, and look at that. That's much better for the height. There we go. Look at you, you gorgeous little Bubba. Yeah? Oh. This gorgeous tiny little hand as well. She is just so precious. Exactly. She's too darn cute. She just wants some attention. There we go. Should we put you back in your little chair? Or do you want to go for a feed? Let's see. Do you want a feed? Oh, no, you're back asleep. See, the floor is really creaky there. I don't know if you guys heard that floorboard creak. Alright, if I hold you up, you're going to start finding. No? Yep, that is the I need feeding now. So let's untangle that cable from you. Let's hold you there. Take her down for a feed. I shall be right back. might be all she wrote for Bubba's stream. It depends, because if she's... Mama said if she's... Once she's done feeding, she might just keep her and hold on to her for... There we go, let's drag that back down to there, because I can see. There we go, I don't need to worry so much about things. She's actually been fantastic. Was up and down a bit. Jeepers, was that a game? Do you want to respond? Just chuck in this one. Thank you, Jenny. But as I have been taken to understanding, someone has restocked their leaf shop, their leaf and tree and other gubbins shop. So I need to go and see Kaiseri's shop. Let's just put that there. So I spawned right in where a creeper was. That's lovely. I know Janny is doing something behind me, so I'm just not going to look. Oh, there we go. Put the mic back up. Apologies there, FCD. I know it would have been unsightly to your ears. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. That's how the ruins are looking so far for the walls. That's sort of like the temp. That's basically the set of how it's going to be. I might put some string to hold some of the vines out and remove certain bits. See how it goes. At the moment it's just a nice fun little extra vine farm, isn't it? There we go. Hey, look at that! We've got a nice few people on. I'm actually, because given how she's reacted to this first stream, I am so happy. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually quite worried that she was going to be difficult with it and that, but I had very high hopes for her with it regarding how she's been just generally. She doesn't even really cry at... She doesn't really cry at like a poopy diaper, pee-pee diaper. Oh, that she will bawl at. She will go hectic at that. But a poopy diaper, she'll leave it and then she'll get agitated. Let's see if I got any bits and bobs. Ooh, look at that! Plenty of gravel. If anyone wants gravel, diamonds even, and you've got lots of gravel. Oh, plenty of acacia log. Hey, I can top that one back up. Skadoosh. Oh, there's some sand in here as well. Fantastic. If I ever get really low on diamonds, I can just dismantle this shop. In all honesty. Should have brought some of my empty shulker boxes with me. What I might do is, if she's got some, I might borrow some of Chibi's and then just return with some of my shulkers and replace them. Bills, if you head to my base, in the storage down at the bottom there should be a buttload of cactus. Just, why am I heading here first? Then just help yourself to, as long as you leave just at least one stack. But I had a whole cactus farm that had gone ham, so there we go. It's hard to recognise everything with all these blooming decorations up. I had no idea where I'm going. Have you replenished jungle leaves? Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's easy because the chest is full and it's a diamond a stack. Let's make it pretty. Because I'm going to need a lot of these. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I feel like they would have used... What's a good... Because when wood's aged, as in it's dried, it sort of goes lighter, doesn't it? Spruce is quite good for a looking dried. That's true as well, Bills. There's a cactus farm at the community farms. Spruce planks look good at being sort of like dried planks. Oak looks too fresh, like that looks like fresh floorboards that are down, that haven't even been stained. Whereas, which would you say? Because this is spruce planks. Birch is pretty great. I'm thinking like a true. Did you clear all that out? I'm just going to be very cheeky, Kai. I'm just going to take that to look at comparisons, because I'm talking planks, not the logs. So I'm just going to rip up a little bit of your floor to put that in. See, that looks too much to me like it's been stained and varnished, whereas this to me looks like it was a stained and varnished floor that has sort of been eroded over time. It's become this, and it looks a bit dirtier, whereas this is a bit more an upkept floor, wouldn't you say? I think out of all the logs, oak looks too established, like you've just put down a wooden floor. Dark oak looks like it's just been varnished and waxed and maintained. See, the problem I have with jungle is it's too orangey. And birch, let's have a peek. Again, it looks like wood that's just been planed.
Is da bubbah?
Is da bubbah? I will get her in a bit, Ark, hopefully. If you want to go to my videos once this stream's done, I started off the stream with her. But she's downstairs. She's just having a feed at the moment. So yeah, I've left you a diamond for all the little bits of log that I'm doing here. See, the problem I have with that is it's just too light. But then I'm trying to think. Let me Google driftwood. There's a lot. It is quite bright. Let me have a look at weathered wood. See, the perfect wood would be acacia planks, but the colour of acacia log, the texture, not the orange. That would be perfect. Because what I'm imagining is something like... Let me just add source. Sorry, it's going to get a bit of sort of inception here. It's awesome, Ark. I absolutely love her. She's fantastic. What would be nice, Kai, is if you put wood in water, much like coral out of water, but if you put wood in water, it would become weathered wood. So something like that. So the perfect sort of thing for that would be, I mean, I'm just having a look around because, you know, yeah, that one that I showed is sort of the best one, so this. Yeah, 2 seconds, guys. Just going to hop away. Wifey does need me, so I shall be 2 seconds. Maybe more. Depends. I can, for a bit, because Wifey, she didn't finish the feed, but she needed the toilet. I figured I would introduce Ark to Bubba, and now she's a bit more active. Oh, come on, come here. Oh. I figured you guys would want to meet her in full activeness. Here we go. This is the little Bubbahdorius. Yeah. By the way, thank you, Ark, for the 500 bits. I'd sort of completely passed over that. I have used Mississippi on occasions. But there we go. Look at this little gorgeous one. She's so chill. She is so chill. She's just so gorgeous as well, aren't you? Oh, you haven't finished your feed, have you? You're there sucking on your fist. Yeah. There we go. But hopefully this little lady will be joining me on many a stream. Yeah? I'd love to see her on more streams. She is absolutely fantastic. You're such a good little stream partner, aren't you? Love how wrinkled their little hands get. They're nice and toasty now though, which is good. You got warmer hands than Daddy. But that's because he's an idiot in winter, wearing a t-shirt while streaming. Isn't he? Isn't he? And as you can see, it's hard to see, especially in this light. Oh, there we go. You can see she's Ginger. You can see she's Ginger. Trying to get it so it's not on her eyes. There we go. It's yet to come out, and she hasn't had her first bath yet, because we want to make sure that she's settled and give her time. We don't want to, because in the hospital she was obviously having a lot of procedures with checking that everything's all right, checking all the checking her joints, checking her back. But yeah, she's just my little bundle of joy. And I never understood it beforehand, but when you lose a parent, don't count until she loses the baby hair in the real style. Exactly, but it's a good sign. I can come down, Bub, and bring her to you. Yeah, I'll bring her to you now. Right, there we go, guys. I'm just going to hop away again because Wifey's done her toileting, and I may have to hop away again to then change her diaper because I'm feeling a little warm patch on her bum. Like I said, she doesn't care about poo-poos. Obviously it doesn't mean that I don't care, but if she's going to be feeding, she might poop while she's feeding. I don't think I heard a fart earlier. I think I heard a proper poo-poo. I heard a proper poo-poo. Yes I did. Yes I did. I won't change to the Be Right Back screen, so you'll have a wonderful view of my couch. So be right. There we go. Oh, right. So, there we go. So, what are we thinking then for the wood effects, guys? Are we thinking that to get this type of wood, do you think spruce planks? Let's replace that bit of floor. Sorry. What have we got? We've got dark oak, birch, oak, jungle. I won't even bother checking acacia. Jungle, birch, dark oak, oak, spruce. Sorry, Kai, that's why I left you an extra diamond for the samples. Let me turn off that. There we go. So, do we want... So what we'll do is we'll place down all sets of 4. We'll go find a nice blank area. Here's pretty good. So, which looks best as a log that is faded, worn by time? It's not a log, a plank. So you know, like a wooden floorboard from a castle that's become decrepit and old and sort of worn away. Would it be the oak? What's that? Sorry, would that be the jungle? Would it be the spruce, the birch, the dark oak, or the oak? Now, in my opinion, well, I say in my opinion, out and out, the dark oak is gone. It looks too much like a varnished, waxed floor. It looks like the floors we have here. It looks pristine. Honestly, I'm thinking you might be right, Bills. Let's take one sample from each of these. What we're going to do, we're thinking as well, you're thinking that it's against a grey palette. Grey and blue. So you think that. So you got that as 1. You got that as 2. 3. 4. I think it's between these two. So, left or right? What it could be, any bits that are, what I'm thinking, so I agree with Bill's, oak and birch are out there too. Oak is too much like a floor that's just been laid, and birch is just too bright. It's not dirty enough. What I'm thinking is for floors, so let's say we've got, I don't know, the walls of the keep here, and then we've got, you know, let's use some gravel like that. And then we've got one floor of the keep at the bottom that's, so let me get those. So we've got one floor at the bottom which is like that, but then the top floor is like that. The reason this one's less faded is it's sheltered, it's hidden away. Obviously this wouldn't be here, this would be grey as well, so let's just do that so that it's vaguely on palette. So this is more like what the floor was, but because it's been hidden from the rain, it's sheltered from the wind, it, you know, is, you know, it's there, it's slightly more kept. And the jungle is more the weathered, it's been exposed, it's sort of warped, you know, So I think that works quite nicely. So we want a mix of jungle and spruce. Spruce! No! Somebody put in all that hard work and I lost a single piece of gravel. Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to clear up this mess. So we want jungle and we want spruce. I paid a diamond for a free, well, it's not a free sample. I paid a diamond for a sample of each of the wood types, didn't I there? Just get rid of those for now so that I've got the inventory space. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to hop into Chibi's and see if she's got any shulkers. She does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow one. I'll go back to my base, and when I next come here, I will drop her off a thing. Don't let me forget that. So don't let me forget that, but it's just the fact that I was an idiot. I didn't bring a shulker box with me, and I need to spend my diamonds on the logs. So I'm just going to borrow and then replace the stock. Because I know I've got a whole chest of shulker boxes at home at the base. Let's bring the chat back to the foreground. So what I need to do, it was jungle. Sorry, I'm just going to sort that out. There we go. It was jungle and spruce, wasn't it? So if I buy what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 10 stacks of spruce. There we go. That works quite nicely. So what I'll do now is I'll cart this back. No, you know what? I'm going to do the smart thing. So that it's not that I forget. What I'll do is I'm going to take 5 diamonds from this shop. From mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to head over to Chibi's, we're going to put this in, and we're going to buy that shulker box. Because I will just forget. So it is 5 diamonds per box. Let's plop that there. Boom. There's no debt, there's no worries of me having to replace the stock. I didn't bring a shulker box, so I had to buy one. It's carrier bags at the store. You know, Minecraft has a carrier bag charge. Carrier bag charge. You know, instead of 10p, it's 5 diamonds. So it's a box for life. There we go. That's the way to do it. And I've now realised that the camera is way off kilter because it's sat looking at where Bubbahdorius would be. No, there we go. There we go. Hello, Matthew Fiat. She is down having a feed at the moment. So hopefully she'll be back up later, but she might, if she's still quite sleepy, wifey is happy to keep her there, but hopefully at the end of the stream she'll be back up. But as you can see, she is not currently here. She is downstairs. But she's thoroughly enjoyed doing the stream so far, so that's a very, very good sign. Really happy to have that sort of enjoyment level from her. So what I want to do oh, there's Podzol. I did not ow. Dirt, netherrack. What I want to do, right, let's grab those spruce logs. Let's put those ones away. And those ones, just because I don't want to accidentally use them. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you very much. I want to grab those. That can go in there in a sec. There we go, fantastic. Well, I'm doing very, very good, thank you, Matthew. Bubbah has been really well behaved. She's an absolute gem child. She is just so chill. And yeah, I couldn't ask for a more beautiful little Bubbah. That is an enchanting table, not an ender chest. You can see where a lot of the chests overflowed. The diorite came through. Clearly have too much of that. Iskal would not be pleased. That's all nether brick. Nether brick. Cobble, cobble. You can see my cobble ran over as well. Spruce planks, dirt. I'm just thinking that Podzol looks like sort of muddy, sort of like a garden has died, and then if I put weedy bits on it. Eh? Oh, what's this? Cave Aloy is sleeping. Oh, you built a little Bubbah. It's so cute. It does need silk touch. Okay, I need to quickly find my there's that. There's the one with tools in. I know one of these is silk touch. No? Hey! It's me, Mario. And also from you, if I grab you out, put you down. Enter chest. Again, it is so Richard. It's final space, sorry. But thank you, Matthew. No, it's been one heck of a roller coaster. Sort of just the worst part, honestly, was just the waiting at the hospital afterwards, just to sort of be allowed to be discharged, because Aloy wasn't enjoying it. She had like a 6-hour cry fest, which we were worried was going to be the norm. But obviously, hospitals aren't a nice atmosphere for bubbahs. The air is normally quite hot and heavy, and it's clean, but it's also not, if that makes sense. And hello there, Spence. Like, hospital air is clean, but it also isn't. If that it just it sits wrong in your lungs, and obviously she was being poked and prodded every sort of second by nurses and doctors, sort of making sure that she was all right, making sure she was feeding correctly, making sure all these bits and bobs were going on, and it's understandably difficult for her. And she's been a peach since then. Oh, floating tree. It's loud. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it was relatively even volume for her, because we had a private room, because that's what they do, and thankfully it was a fairly quiet night. It wasn't a quiet day, but it was a quiet night. Because obviously during the day there's other people coming in and whatnot, but other than the nurses and midwives coming in, actually her poos haven't really smelt. Babies' first poos don't smell. It's only once they start to have the milk, because there's nothing to make the smell, you know. It's you know, been pretty clean sailing. So let's think about that. And what I will do with this is I'll put a few, at the end, I will put a few bits of coarse dirt sort of in maybe around at this edge here, so it's like it's dried out and died. Oh, I think I might. No. Don't go away. There we go. I might have to do a few more of these. Thank you for that, Jenny. It's been a huge help. But look, it just looks like ground that has been desecrated. Not desecrated, but just untended and... Oh, need me again. Right. Disconnect and be right back. There we go, that's all sorted. Sorry, wifey had missed a bit of her medication and she needed me to get it for her. We're a couple of hours late on, it's not a huge biggie. Oh, I'm going to get so fit running up and down these stairs. Yeah, she's absolutely fine. She's not actually finished her feed yet because she's struggling to stay awake to finish her feed, which is really adorable. Oh dear. Oh, who needs a stairmaster? Just sit upstairs with a baby downstairs. And 1, and 2, and 3 flights of stairs. Whee! Ooh, that should be enough. Oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted to put that one down. That should be enough there, Janny. So, thank you very much for that. But now, once she's done with the feed... Oh! Oh my god, Spence! Oh, thank you so much, Spence, for the... Oh, that is not what I want to throw, no. For the 1500... Jeepers! Oh my. Oh. Thank you so much. Oh, she's going to get some lovely little toys, she is. Next time the Twitch payment comes through, I'm going to make sure that goes on getting her some nice little toys. I might see if I can get like a little, I don't know, a Twitch plush or something. I don't know what exactly that would be, but you know what, I'm just going to throw away 7 rockets. The podzol is more important than 7 rockets. Put that there. If I get... There we go. Bubba's going to be swimming. Head to nearest Sainsbury's or something. can't even think where the nearest Sainsbury's is at, really. Ah, Wareham, duh. I just don't ever go into Wareham, I just sort of go around it. You're defective. There we go. So let's dunk that in and that in for now. Thank you muchly. Someone's headed to Tesco. Oh dear. Yeah, no, it's I'll make sure that the first payment goes on her. I know I need to get, well, I say need, I know I want to get the replacement mouse. Because I have no need, because I've got a spare mouse, but it's just, it's a measly 2-button scroll wheel mouse. And I've got this one's still working, it's just the 2 buttons on the side. So as I said, it's not an urgent fix that's needed. So what? Ooh, very nice. I do when done with streaming. When not streaming, not done with server. We do when not streaming. Feel free, Jen. If you want to help yourself to some gunpowder from the creeper farm, I see the creepers, another creeper. Feel free. There we go. Sink through the bed. But that says we buy amount of toys. The paper was found in the mountain of toys. Exactly. No, but thank you very much, guys. It's really, really appreciated. Oh, there we go. Oh, so cute, so cute. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Oh, it is indeed. No, you guys have been fantastic. Honestly, it means the absolute world. No, oh. That's the one I need. And that one's sort of... What I want to do is the acacia log is I want to make some dead trees. So I want it like the bark is withered and sort of gone grey. So I'm going to be using the acacia log to make trees and obviously bark blocks to hide all the orange, because the orange does not suit. So that's all good. Let's dunk that in there. Let's take that one out as well. Grab all of that. That should be pretty... Yeah, that is a full double chest of it. Very nice. I'll put the gravel in here as well, because that's going to be useful for crumbled brick. The sand for now can go in there. Gravel, leaves. And then that one just needs to stay as is. No idea where I put my bow. What? Actually, let's just... because that's going to be important again now. So I need to figure out some other bits. So let's figure this out in terms of lengths, because I don't want to have the wall just flat. Let's... yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-ra! Thank you all for the help. Good sir. I lost count. 31, so 15, and then it's the 16th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's because I've got jump boost, of course it is. Okay, so if we do that, so on the other side as well, save myself having to count, because it's a symmetrical design, I may not have to put one. Nope, I will. Oh dear. Love how that just started out as a joke on Zombiecraft. You know, an item frame and anvil in it. Put the anvil item frame, rotate until it's upside down. It looks like, yeah, it looks like a torch sconce. I think it's called a torch sconce. No, that's I've used that before. It's really cool. But no, thank you for that. That is. I might have a few of those left over, but yeah, it's a sconce. If I remember, I believe that's what it's called. Where's the... Yeah, it's a sconce. Let's have a quick peek at... a sconce is a type of light fixture affixed to a wall in such a way that it uses only the wall for support, and the light is usually directed upwards, but not always. It does not have a base on the ground. For this reason, light fixtures will need an electrical box to be installed.
Here's some more bits, boyo. Face blowing a kiss.
Thank you, Ark, for the 1001 bits. Oh my, Aloy is definitely going to be swimming in toys. Yeah, modern fittings are often called wall lights or similar term, but back in the day it was a wall sconce. It could be a traditional torch, candle or gas light, or a modern electric light source affixed in the same way. Tripwire hooks are cheaper and do some same kind of thing. Oh dear. So where did... there was some guy. I've already marked those ones, haven't I? The ones in the corners. So it needs to be... That was changed, wasn't it? So it was like that. There we go. So then that and that were gone. I just didn't edit the bottom, did I? One, two, 1, 2, 1. There we go. I'll message wifey in a second, see if Bubba has finished feeding, because I think she's also going to need a nappy change, so that will be a bit of a bigger break for that one. So we need to count here, so that's including that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 32. So not including that one would be 30. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's just make sure that because flying I could go off course very easily just by one block, that's all it takes. have any more bits to give away. The more the merrier. Jeepers, 13 viewers. You guys, thank you so much. I honestly, it's really nice to get back into the streaming, and I know Bubbah isn't here for the whole thing, but you know, obviously I don't want to overload her with it. She needs to be fedited. I'm not going to put the stream over her being fedited. There we go. So that's, I'd say that's all the supports it needs. That looks like a fairly even spacing. You know, you've got done, done, done. Then obviously it's a bit tighter where there's corners, but that looks like a good spread. Fedited, indeed. tis the way to go. And the podzol is here. Coaster is dirt and gravel, if I'm crafting it. I remember, if I remember correctly, isn't it? It's 2 of each in a grid like that. So you got 2 and 2. And let's see. So that's all sorted. So I need to go around and put something in at the bottom there. What would the bottom? Would it be polished andesite as the bottom block? So here. Do you think that would be the polished andesite? No, that is a fox pillow. It's a fox curled up. But I guess if it's like that, yes, it could be mistaken for a cat being sat next to me. But no, it's just a pillow. Oh, that's brilliant. No, we don't have a cat. I'd like one, possibly, tentatively, but I want a dog more. I love cats, I really do, and it's a shame that we couldn't have Ronnie and Dora, but they were feral cats. They did not, well, second generation feral, but they didn't do well with, they'd got accustomed to being outside where they'd stayed with their mum for a bit. On the farm, so they'd gone from being in a farm to being in townhouse. They just weren't eating, so apparently fedited is a slang for being caught by the police. So Bubbahdorius is gonna run. No, she's not been up to any of that that I know of. It's a very sort of boss baby situation. What's that? Oh, that awful film. It's like it's like a diamond heist or something that went wrong, and the guy pretends he's a short guy and he pretends to be a baby. I can't. It was an awful film. One of those sort of Norbit level. Awful. It's like Norbit is still great, tentatively touch sort of. It was funny when I was 15, sort of thing, you know, and had that immature humour. I can't remember the name of it. Basically, like, it starts out the guy robs somewhere, and it goes wrong, and he's a short person, and he hides the ring with some guy, and then he proposes to, his wife sees the ring, thinks he's proposing to her, and he's like, he has no idea where it came from, but he sort of just rolls with it. He's completely innocent. He's not part of the diamond heist. Ooh, that's, yes, I like that. So that would come in and then it would drop down again, so going like that. Little man. Possibly. I'll know it when I see it. I can't remember the name of the actor. Yeah, Little Man. That's the one. Like, but it wasn't, they didn't get an actual short actor to play him. It was, they did a child actor, I believe. And Yeah, there's the two criminals, but they either, and then they CGI'd someone else's face onto it. It didn't. That's why I remember it didn't look right. It's because it was sort of akin to when you see what's his face. I've forgotten his name. Chris Evans in Captain America, and he's in the first one, and he's all sort of weedy and has like no muscle. It's like, that's not Chris Evans. And then he comes out of the machine and it's like, that's Chris Evans. I remember I got really excited when I saw that Chris Evans was going to be hosting Top Gear. I was like, oh, never mind. I don't mind that Clarkson and that have gone if it's going to be Chris Evans. And then I was like, oh, it's that Chris Evans, the one I like to forget exists because I just don't like him. Chad is sitting on the footrest. He has a good Christmas. If a bit stressful beforehand, we went out to signify his family, so my mum and dad watched him before. Ah, fair enough. And he's not too keen on other people yet, is he? It's 4 or 10 on IMDb, so bad. Yeah, if it's got a 4 on IMDb, you know it's bad. But it's one of those films that it's like it appeals to childish humour. It's where it sort of just does. It's where it wins. I'm very quickly going to lock myself away in here, and we're just gonna hop down. I'm just gonna hop down and see how Wifey's doing. Just make sure everything's going okay, and see if Bubba needs changing. But I shall be right back, guys. And after, if it's a long pause, that means I'm changing her. What I'll do just in the meantime, I will turn the music up a diddy bit. Aragon, yeah, there was a dragon film that was especially bad. Yeah, Aragon, no, especially since we left him. But we didn't want to leave him at the apartment for 5 days. He was super cuddly once he was back. Oh. Dragon Train. Oh. I know it's, yeah, How to Train Your Dragon is fantastic. No, Daisy hasn't met Bubba yet, but that'll be an interesting first meet. But anyway, I'm going to be right back, and if it's a long pause, that means I'm changing her diaper, her nappy, and I shall be back in whenever.
good, I did mute the mic. I'm back for a second with her. She wants another Oh! Oh, I know that was a sneeze, and I'm the meanest, oldest manest, aren't I? Because I made you have to change your diaper. Your nappy. Didn't I? How's about we hold you like that? Ooh. Hello, Meepo. There we go, unhook you from there. Oh, she's a bit more awake now, so everyone can get to see her when she's a bit more awake. There we go. How's about this? How's about I take the webcam, we'll move around a little bit more into the light. That is not the light. There we go. This is little Bubbahdorius. This is little Aloy. You can see she wants a feed, so I'm gonna nip her downstairs. But anyway, everyone's buying you, giving money for little toys for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna rush her downstairs because she wants to feed. Let me just make sure that. There we go. Again. Be right back. There we go. Oh, all sorted. She's now having another feed. Oh, settled. She's settled. I'm settled. And thank you, Meepo 9th bit, for the bits there. I don't know if I did say or not. Oh. Whew. Oh dear. Oh, those stairs. I'm going to get really fit if I do more streams like this. I'm going to get really, really, really active. Oh. Although, to be honest, I am now a full-time down. Oh, wait. It's night time. Out the hole, in the hole. Out the hole, in the hole. I love it when you land in the bed while flying. You, No, the stairs is one of the few things I get in terms of energy. Energy, exercise. I do not miss the diapers. Because she's literally 2 days old. Yeah, because she was born on the 29th, so she's 2.5 days old. Because she was born at like 5:55 in the morning. Right, so I need to clear out the crippers. I also need to get a few of the... Is it lilacs? It's a little mob farm over here. I need to get... I think it's lilacs. The blue ones that are in swamps. I think I've got quite a few of those, but I think they would look quite... They look quite nice as wildflowers. Oh, pardon me. Hiccups. There we go. Let's go up here. No, I didn't do that perfectly. Oh, ow.
relatively perfectly. It won't be that side, it's this side. Flowers. Blue orchids. There we go, that's the one. I think there is a blue one that grows called lilac. No, what am I on about? Lilacs are lilac, which are like a purpley colour. You know. How am I? Oh, silly me. So something like that, a few dead bushes, probably. What I might do is put dead bushes around the outside. Oh no, I need. Now it does. I might be losing. Oh, good, it works. What might be good to do, sort of have them vaguely arranged, but like that. Rip, no! You okay? You okay? Oh. Oh no, Rip. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Rip, I am so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. I believe if it's anywhere, it would be in that one. That one. I don't really have much else. There's nothing. That's my chest plate. They're the worst. I don't really have much in the way of actual gear. It's all stuff that he probably has. So I think it's just not much I can do really, which is, it sucks. Those are the worst deaths though. They are honestly just the worst. You've got a spare. Oh, good. Oh no. Like I said, it's probably gear that he just has, just generally. Because let's face it, Rip is the master of shenanigans. If he doesn't have spare gear, nobody would. So we've got that one there. I need to go and get some dead bushes, so that makes me think. And you have the picks. Ah, fantastic. That's good. Let's grab a set. To pick up dead bushes, it is just normal shears, isn't it? Doesn't need anything fancy on it. Is the music too loud? I realised that where I changed the volumes about before. Is the music a bit loud? If so, I can fix it for you. Well, we'll find out very quickly if it's just a normal shear for dead bushes. Music is fine. Void is worse. I don't know. Yeah, because there's a chance sometimes that stuff survives lava. Sometimes. Let's find out. Hey. Because I feel like the hedges that would have gone round the edge are bushes that aren't native. I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to get rid of that first, then get that. So it's like the bushes around the edge would have died off from just maybe they needed extra watering or something. I don't particularly know, but I like that as an idea that it's sort of the edge bush has just died. I wouldn't mind getting some grass as well. Now if I shear tall grass, does that shear as tall grass? No, it shears. I've got a bone meal, don't I? That's the one. Actually, just oh, fair enough. That's good. Let's have a bit of a takeoff in a second, and I will see if I can find another desert. Because let's actually go back over the bit that I've just been at, because I might have. Yeah, there's some over here. See, I'm gonna need more than 13. I'm gonna need like I think at least a stack. The reason I'm not raiding this is because I have already readily raided it. Landlocked ones are a bit better for dead bushes, aren't they? There we go. See, there's fun little details that I like doing with builds like that. Sort of, so you've got the dead. So the dead bush is saying that, you know, it was an imported bush, that it wasn't natural to the region, but it was put there sort of as a sort of show of wealth. And because there has been no upkeep of it, it's died. I'm going to pick up all the blue flowers. I've got a different idea of what I want to do in there. Which means I'll probably need 2 stacks of this just to be on the safe side. 46. If I do this, hey little rabbit. But now we have yet to introduce Daisy, just because it's only been 2 days. Daisy is just the least of the concerns. You know, there's been grannies, granddads, aunts, uncles that have wanted to meet their new granddaughter, niece, whatever. Is that desert over there, or is that just beach? It's just beach, isn't it? Oh, savannah. There's no desert around there. Right, so let's head back, because I believe there's a desert over in this direction. Through the magically cool mountain range. Yes. There he is, yeah. Oh my, when he said he was putting a load of cactus there, he didn't half tell the truth. Can we land here without taking damage? Yes, we can. So he's not blocking the growth of them. Right, I'll stray away from the path, and I'll start taking them from here. This isn't... Bills isn't really doing anything with this area. He's doing the path through it. He's doing a bit of decoration on either side, and he'll do a bit at this town. But as far as I mean, if he wants the dead bushes back, I don't mind then going to town. I think you should be able to bone meal desert, or if you put a sapling on in the desert and leave it, it withers into a dead bush. I think that would be a really cool little mechanic. Ta-ra. See you later, Rip. Let's jettison off over this way. I know there's a jungle at one edge, but I don't want a jungle, do I? I want desert. Desert. Desert sample. It's probably been raided. Probably by me. Can't remember if I did that or not. You can't catch me, I'm the dead bush harvesting man. Boop, boop. It's a problem with mobs on Minecraft, they're just too... Exactly. That would be like a nice little feature. So if the sapling is within same range as tilled ground, so you've got to put water in to a tilled radius. If it's not in tilled, but in a what water will keep fertile. Oh dear. There's the letter mobs. Then it will turn into a dead bush. Oh no. The hunger. No! One hit is all it took. Just run through him. Spiders are absolutely no threat at all. I didn't pick that one up, did I? I missed one. Ah, maybe my inventory glitched on how many I had. Nope, there we go. It's gone up. Went up 2 that time because it. So yeah, it had glitched. But ferns in desert get bush. That would be a good one. Because ferns you can renew. You can bone meal for them. I literally could. Hey, baby zombie. Let's get 2 stacks, 10 more bushes. 9, 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Ding ding ding. Spluttering takeoff. There we go. So I need to head north. East, I believe. Let's follow the coast this way. Yeah, because I think I flew... Yeah, there we go, and there's the path. Because the path will be just there. Yeah, there we go. Path Builder's done is absolutely incredibly useful. Really helpful. what's guide me home. There we go. So what I want to do here, let's get the pick out. I see that creeper. It's only when you fly into the bed that you sink through it. I think I'm gonna go for a couple more minutes. We'll sort out the gardens and then I'll head off. I will go and see if I can at all snag Bubbah if she's finished and do a sort of goodbye to everyone, but I'm not gonna force her to. So what I'm thinking is something along the lines of that. So it'd be like you walked in, and then maybe if it had something like so it was like a topiary garden in a way, so you'd go in and then maybe I'll put like a bench either side of it, but what I can do is make the bench look broken, make it fully decayed. Not sure exactly. Why didn't you despawn? I don't need Silk Touch for them, do I? No, I don't. So, same on this side, so it would have been a matching thing. 3, that's perfect. Maybe like that, and then if I just dot a couple of these in here, so it's sort of like nature is taking it back a little bit. You've got a couple of... Sorry, what was that? Hello, Jam! Hello. Oh, look at the little chowder. Oh, it's so cute. I love chowder. Sorry, I only just looked at the thing there. Why did... Oh, I didn't take out the stream day command. Whoops. Let me quickly do that. Let me just full screen that. Commands. What I'm going to do is I will go to where notices. Where's notices? Stream day remove. And that was supposed to be that one, but then do that. Yeah, no, she's... Oh, I love her so much. She's just... I was going to say it earlier, but I think I ended up going to help wifey. I've seen it before, like, people have put, you know, it's like, I love my wife, you know, I'd do anything in the world for... Or I love my significant other, I would do anything in the world for them, etc, etc. But, you know, I would push them in front of a bus if it would mean saving my kid, my Bubbah. And I've never understood that. I was like, how can you do that? No, you can't do that. But I thoroughly understand it now. Like, I love Beth with all my heart, but if it came to, for some reason, I don't know why that reason would be, but if it was down to the fact of I would have to push her in front of a bus to save Aloy, I would. Like if it was a case of me jumping in front of a bus to save both of them, obviously that's the choice I'm gonna go for. But if there's for some reason, I don't know why, that is what I would, you know, go for.
Priorities.
And hello to Base Hunter. How are you? How are you? There we go. So if I put it so that the benches would have been either side of it like that. What would be really nice is if I could put a dead bush on top or bone meal it to make it a bit like a too high dead bush. That would be really nice. There we go. So I think that's pretty good. I feel like the benches would have been stone. They wouldn't have been wooden benches. They would have been permanent fixtures, because you're in a garden, it's moisture and whatnot, so you wouldn't want to be dealing with that. So let's have a look-see in here. Get out the stone. We've got this. We've got that. So if we figure it as been looking for a reason to push the wife under a passing bus. Thank you for your help, Bold. Wow. Oh no. And this, my friends, is why we have backups. There we go. So if it's sort of like that, and then if we do that, so it's sort of like it's broken, like it's missing bits. I think a good one to do actually would be, rather than that, like that doesn't look quite right. So if I did that, so it's sort of like one of the arms has fallen off, that's better, I think. So because it's, you know, these wouldn't have really, these would have been sheltered by the rest of the ruins. You know, it's only from one direction. It's sort of like it's decayed a little bit. Then we put the same over here. If we have one like that, and then one like that, and one like that. There we go. So these ones are a bit more, since it's open to the ocean breeze, that one's a bit more sheltered because you've got higher rise on that front end. It's more land over that way, whereas that's going out to sort of an iceberg area. So I think that's the way to go for that one, those ones. And I think for that we're going to call the Minecraft there. As I said, I'm going to hop downstairs and see if Bubbahdorius see if Aloy is finished with her feeding, and if she's willing to come up and give a little sort of goodbye to everyone. If she is, fantastic. What I'll do is I will just bury myself away in here. So let myself AFK at the farm, and I shall be right back. So let me just flick to here and do that. Well, let's switch it to that, because if that's what it needs to be, that's what it needs to be. So I shall be right back. There we go. Didn't want to try and manhandle the headset whilst holding her. I can take it off easily enough, but putting it on whilst holding her isn't the easiest, is it? Oh, and she's all tired again. Oh, Bubba. Here we go. So we got a little goodbye to everyone. So you're gonna do a little wave with your hand? Yeah? Say thank you for everyone for all the little bits that they donated, or huge bits in a lot of cases. Which, thank you everyone. Congrats, Wurzel. You're gonna get all these cute little toys. I'll see if I can get some themed plushes for you. She sleeps just like me. Look, she's got one little hand up here under her head. And then the other hand sort of rests. And she's just sound asleep. You are? Yes, you are, aren't you? Another hint that she's Ginger as well is the very, very faint eyebrows. But we've got tiny little fancies as well. Tiny little fancies. Yeah? You gonna hold my finger? Thank you. There we go, I'm gonna make a little forced bye-bye wave. Bye-bye everyone. They are little parcels of perfection indeed. So hopefully this little moonshine will be joining me on multiple streams in the future. Oh, we've got little yawns and she's eating her hand. But yes, so thank you everyone. Goodbye. Oh, what's these noises for? What's these noises for? Are you comfy? Is that what it is? Yeah. Until nappies are filled. She's actually okay with a filled nappy. It's a wet nappy she doesn't like. Poo-poos she can deal with. She doesn't really let us know that she's done a poo-poo. The only reason I learned earlier that she did a poo-poo is she was on... I don't know if the stream mic actually picked it up, but I was streaming. And she sort of just, she was in this in front of me here, and she sort of just went, didn't you? Yeah. But she's really good with sound. I opened a can of Coke in the same room as her, forgetting it because it was the first night home, and I opened a can of Coke and she didn't even flinch. Well, she slightly sort of twitched, but she didn't even wake up. Yeah, it's they're starting to smell Meepo, but obviously the first few they don't really smell, do they? They're quite odorless because there's nothing to smell. It's just flushing the system. But once that milk starts working its way through, ooh, there's a very slight hint of a smell now. The way I tell is I kind of sort of just pat her bum, and if there's a little bulge, it's normally an indicator. But you are knackered, aren't you, little Bubba? So I'm going to end off the stream here, guys. Somebody else. Indeed, that's her. I want food face, the scrunch face. She goes, and then she goes, eh. I'm sort of like, come on, put it here. Good night. Have a nice time. If you're celebrating New Year, have a fun time, but within reason. Be safe, what and what not. And yeah, because I've got this little bundle with me. We don't do New Year's, but there's no worries about that. Because all I need to celebrate is having you. You should do. Bye-bye. Wait a second, so that it definitely will be put on the end of the broadcast and won't just cut off randomly like it does sometimes.